This is our company ratio for 3 years. First is current ratio. It shows the highest current ratio is in 2017 with 1.44 times. Second is working capital ratio. It shows the lowest working capital ratio is in 2019 with RM 57,645. Next is our debt ratio. In 2018, it showed our company raised the highest percent of debt ratio with 47%. Our debt equity ratio also showed the highest percent in 2018 with 88%. Next is our inventory turnover. 2018 also showed the highest of inventory turnover with 17.5 times. Next is our quick ratio. The highest quick ratio is in 2018 with 0.9 times, while the lowest is in 2019. For our account receivable turnover, it showed that 2019 raised the highest with 22.55 times.
Assalamualaikum and hi. So my name is Izzati. So I would like to proceed to the next ratio, which is net profit margin. In net profit margin, we get the highest margin in 2017, which is 3.91%. However, the margin is sloped down in 2018, which is 1.87 and 1.55% in 2019. The reason why our net profit margin are decreased in every year because of our net income are also decreasing in every year since 2018 until 2019. Alright. Next, earning per share. For earning per share in 2017, we are able to pay our shareholder about 150.10 cents. But it was decreased in 2019 and also in 2019 due to our net income decrease in every year since 2018 and 19. Alright, next is operating profit margin. For operating profit margin, our highest margin is in 2017, which is 4.70%. But again, it was decreased into 1.93% in 2019. But luckily, in 2019, we are increasing into 2.31%. Last but not least is return on investment. For return on investment or ROI, our company has a highest percent, which is in 2017, which is 63.21%, and decreasing in every year since 2018 and 2019. Alright. Lastly is return on equity. Return in equity on equity, we get the highest percent in 2017 again, which is 26.80%, but it was slowed down or decreased in 2018 and 2019, also due to our net income that increased in every year. Right. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Norshafina Binti Ismail. I'm going to present about the horizontal analysis ratio of Petronas gas. I will present four ratios. There is current ratio, working capital ratio, debt ratio, and debt to equity ratio. Okay. So firstly, I will present about the current ratio. Like you can see in the table, the current ratio is the liquid ratio that measures a company ability to pay short-term obligation of thus due in 1 year. Instead, evidence and analysis how a company can maximum the current asset on its balance sheet to satisfy its current debt and other payables. As we can see in horizontal analysis Petronas in the table, 2018 is the highest current ratio with 8.11 times between 207 and 2019 with 6.10. So, like we can see, the higher ratio can reflect the ability to pay in short term of obligation without really in investor. Okay, for working capital ratio is the difference between a company current asset and current liability. A positive net working capital indicates a company has enough funds to meet a current financial obligation and invest in other activity. Like you can see in the table, in 2019 was highest ratio in the net working capital ratio, and for 2017 is the second highest ratio, and for 2019 was the lowest ratio. Okay, so kita go with the next ratio. The net ratio is the debt ratio. Like can we see that debt ratio is measuring the ability of the company to meet its financial obligation when they fall due. This ratio is indicating the ability of the company to repay principal amount of its debt, pay interest on its borrowings, and to meet its other financial obligation. They also give insight into the mix of equity and debt the company is using. Okay, you can see that in the table Petronas for debt ratio. 2019 is the highest ratio with the percentage is 23.15. That can reflect the effective in collection receivable. While in 2018, the debt ratio is 20.25%, and in 2017 is 26.6%. The increase of a debt ratio can make the shareholder not happy and cannot give a profit to the company. So we have to do something for make sure we can give a profit to the company. Lastly, about the debt to equity ratio. Debt to equity ratio, this means is calculated by dividing a company total liabilities by its shareholder equity. These numbers are available on the balance sheet of the company financial statement. The ratio is an important metric used in corporate finance. It is a measure of the degree to which a company is financing its operation for debt versus volving own fund. In this ratio, 2019 is the higher ratio with 30.73%. Yeah, that is between 2018 with 28.50% and 2017 with 26.03%. This highest ratio can reflect the highest amount of debt, for example, capital sector.
Hello, Assalamualaikum. Today I would like to present about the inventory turnover ratio. Okay, as we can see here, inventory turnover is showing how many times a company had sold and repairs inventory during a given period. A company can divide the days in the period by the inventory turnover formula to calculate the days it takes to sell the inventory on hand. Calculating inventory turnover can help business make better decisions on pricing, manufacturing, marketing, and purchasing the new inventory. in year 2019 in the highest of ratio in inventory turnover, which is a 477.64 times. The highest ratio will reflect the efficientness of inventory to generate sales. And next, the meaning of the quick ratio is indicator of company to meet its short-term obligation with the most liquid asset. Seen in indicated the company ability to instantly use in near cash asset, that is asset that can be converted quickly to cash to pay down in the current liabilities. It also called the acid test ratio. An acid test in the quick test designed to produce instant result, hence the name. In year 2070 is the highest of ratio quick ratio is a 7.71. They will reflect the ability to pay in a short-term obligation without rely on inventory. After that, account receivable turnover. Account receivable turnover is the number of times per year that a business collects in average account receivable. The ratio is used to evaluate the ability of a company efficiency, issue credit to its customer, and collects funds from them in a timely manner. In year 2017, the ratio is a 6.22 times, which is the highest ratio in the account receivable turnover. The highest ratio will reflect the efficientness in collecting receivable. And total asset turnover ratio. Total assets turnover is a financial ratio that measures the efficiency of a company use of its asset to product sales. The ratio helps to measure a productivity of a company asset. In 2009 has a higher ratio, which is 0.29 times for total assets turnover, that reflect the effectiveness of total asset to generate sale, compared between 0.28 times in 2018. And the last one, average collection period. The average collection period is the average number of the days between the dates and the credit sales were made and the days that money was received or collected from the customer. The average collection period is also referred to as the days sales in account receivable. As a result, 82 days is the higher ratio indicates that firm has a problem in collecting debt in 2019. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Hamzah Zulkiflee. Today I would like to present about a horizontal of analysis of patronage per height. Net profit margin is a ratio of profitability calculated as after tax net profit divided by sale. Net profit margin is displayed as a percentage. It shows the amount of each sale ringgit measure left over after all expenses have been paid. A higher net profit margin means that the company is more efficient at converting a sale into actual profit. Patronage has a 42.80% net margin in 2017 has a higher ratio between 37.26% and 37.27% in 2019 and 2018. For earning per share, EPS, also called net income per share, is a market prospect ratio that measures the amount of net income earned per share of stock outstanding. This is the amount of money each share of stock will receive if all the profits were distributed to the outstanding share at the end of the year. In 2019, we get a higher earning per share of RM 67.80 cent compared with RM 90.61 cent and RM 19.60 cent in 2017 and 2018. RM 97.80 cent indicates the highest ratio better income per share. Okay, next for operating profit margin. Operating profit margin is a probability of performance ratio used to calculate the percentage of profit a company produces from its operation prior to subtraction tax and interest change. Is calculated by dividing the operating profit by total revenue and expressing as a percentage. The margin is also known as EBIT. The higher ratio indicates better productivity. Petronas company in 2070 53.24%. The operating profit margin for 2018 and 2019 get almost 47.54% and 48.67% each year. For return on investment, ROI calculation are simple and help an investor decide whether to take off skill and investment opportunity. The calculation can also be an indication of how as investment has performed to date. When as investment show a positive or negative ROI, it can be an important indication to the investor about the value of their investment. The higher percentage for ROI is 73.89% in 2019 and the lower is 62.01% in 2017. Last but not least, return on equity. Return on equity ROE is a measure of financial performance calculated by dividing net income by shareholders' equity. Because shareholders' equity is equal to a company's assets minus its debt, ROE could be thought of as the return of net assets. ROE is considered a measure of how effectively management is using a company's asset to create profit. In 2070, get higher ratio 40.49% indicates higher return to shareholders. That's all. Thank you.
Hi and Assalamualaikum, it's me again. So I would like to continue to the next ratio, which is total asset turnover ratios. Alright, generally the industry standard for total asset turnover is equal to 1, but from this table we can see that Petronas total asset turnover is below than the industry standard. Right, compared to us, our ratios are quite high compared to Petronas, which our ratio is 3.63 times. Compared to Petronas, they only get about 0.26 times. Alright, this shows that our company had used our asset efficiently compared to Petronas when it comes to produce our product and generate sales. Alright, this is because it means we efficiently use our asset to produce the product and to generate sales, which is our asset turnover are more efficiently compared to Petronas. Right. Next is average collection period. So from this ratio, we can see that Petronas have a higher total day, which is 82 days to collect their debt. But compared to us, we only have a least day, which is 13 days, less than a month to collect our debt. Alright. This show that we don't have a lot of problem to collect our debt compared to Petronas. Alright. Next is net profit margin. Alright, so for the net profit margin, this result show that Petronas is more profitable than Petron. Alright, this is because Petronas managed to convert their 37.26% of its sale into the net income. So for our company, we only earn about 1.55% net income per 100% revenue. Right. So Petronas company get the highest ratio and indicates the better income to shareholder, but this are not really means they have a better income to shareholder, because our net income for 2019, we only get about 100k compared to Petronas. They get about 1 million. Alright, that's explain why their net profit margin are highest from us. Right. Next is earning per share. So for Petronas has a generally higher earnings per share, which is they are able to give their shareholder about 97 ringgit and 80 cents, compared to us we only able to pay or give our shareholders about 65 ringgit and 60 cents. This is because Petronas company make more profit compared to our Petron company. Right, next is operating profit margin. Okay, so from this figure show that Petronas profit margin are decreased but still significantly ahead compared to us. Alright, due to our company net sales are more than Petronas, but still Petronas have a higher profit margin. This is because operating profit for Petronas are higher than us. Operating profit from Petronas is about 2 million, compared to us we only our operating profit is only 200k. Right, next is return on investment, or it calls as a ROI. So for the ROI for the Petronas get 73.89 and higher than our company. Right, from this comparison it can say that Petronas company says appear to be wiser move. Alright, based on this situation, you can see that in 2019 Petronas company would be more favorable investment, but this is right, but compared to this again our ROI percent lower than the Petronas because of our net income. Again, our net income is 100k compared to the Petronas is about 1 million. It was a big gap to compare with the Petronas. That's I explain why our ROI is less than Petronas. Alright, last is the return on equity. So from this figure shows that Petronas had a good generating shareholder value than our company. It shows that Petron had 12.82% than our company, which only had 10.87%, because of Petronas company know how to reinvest its earning wisely. So it can give an advantage by increasing the productivity and profit for the company. But so again, we compared to Petronas, we had a lot of things to improve, especially when it comes to sales. We need to generate more sales and less or reduce our expense or cost of cost of sales, because every ratio we can see that our net income are less than Petronas. That's the reason why most of the ratio we get the least lower than the Petronas company. So what we can learn, we need to gain a lot of sales and reduce our expenses. Maybe we can improve our technology of oiling and make more promotion to increase our net income. So that's from me. So thank you, madam, for listening to our presentation, and I'm sorry if we have a lack of entertainment to entertain you. So again, thank you for listening to us, and I hope you and your family are in a good condition. So stay safe and stay at home, and assalamualaikum. Thank you.